Welcome everyone to Tease Gaming. We are back with the symbol with care, and this will be our last part. This town gives me anxiety. That's what I know.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since.
You guys might see me cry.
As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load. Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. My parents would love Bellariva.
I feel like that
Maybe I can convince them to make the trip.
shouldn't be where you put
My train ticket. Can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind.
it. Cry.
My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that, in my own small way, I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes.
That snapped me out of it.
I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back. Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Aww. And then here are the lovely people that worked on this. Oh. That was so sad. I'm gonna cry. At least we have one more part to play. Are you gonna read it or do I have to?
Dear Maria,
Okay.
Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running round, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile.
Here's the thing that people don't realize about serving jobs. And this has nothing to do with this game. This is just straight out in real life. I can't tell you the amount of times that I'll like kick back into that like customer service voice, and when you're a server, you like, if you have a table full of men, you're gonna flirt your butt off. You're gonna flirt. You're gonna lead into whatever BS you need to in order to get that tip. It doesn't matter if whatever, you'll compliment them on the most out-of-pocket shit because you want to get the tip. And sometimes I take that into like when I need stuff done. Like, not like I'm not going out flirting with people, but like I do it with my husband when I need something done. It'll like immediately start like with the So you know how you're like so strong, you're like so handsome, and he's like, could you stop? What do you need? Just tell me. But it is like, that is the art of serving, is you've got to learn to flirt. You've got to learn to be like compliment heavy on every table, be their best friend. And sometimes you it bites you in the bottom, but it's part of being a server.
She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top.
Isn't that called like latte art?
It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
And the instructions don't help very... Oh my god! Alright.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
Okay. Red goes to red somehow. Okay, you go there.
Oh, I wish Maria was here.
You go
She'd
there.
know how to put these pipes together.
That doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right here. Excuse me. That doesn't seem right. Ah, see, that seems right.
Finally, no more steam.
Oh, you got on here somehow, and now I'm concerned. Oh, I gotta pull you off, don't I? Please don't make me undo everything I just did. Ah, there we go. You go on here some... Where did it go? What? Okay, you go to 3. What's 3? Okay. You don't have,
Finally, no more steam.
that's not what I did. Stop. Okay. There's more? Okay, hold on. I fear they gotta take everything apart. Okay. That one's lighting green. That one's lighting green. Okay. I'm confused. How is everything green here, but not here? Am I missing a piece?
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with
That's not what I wanted.
Finally, no more steam.
Okay. Stop! Am I just... What am I missing? How is... Okay, this one has to go here. That one has to go there, and then that one's gotta go there. I know that's not right. Do I not know how to put a coffee machine together? That's all I'm learning. Okay, what? I don't understand.
It doesn't seem to work unless the circuit lights are all green.
I can't get them all green. Don't you think I would have tried? Well, there's one right here. What do you do? Okay. Okay. And I guess I have to see if these ones are all green. Okay, those are all green now. Who knew that the epilogue was going to frustrate me? Wonder how many of you saw that? And we're just like, ah, she'll figure it out.
I think that's everything. Better test the buttons, just to make sure. All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Don't make me do it. Oh, you didn't want me to froth.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
What do you mean make it look magical? Okay. Not me. Damn it, me. So glad I'm doing something. At what point is this over? Apparently here. At what point do I...
A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
Oh, I thought it put it under, and I was like, no, that's not what I meant.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur, she didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed.
She shouldn't be.
I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never. Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carmen.
And I do believe that is the end of Assemble with Care. This was kind of an emotional one for me personally, just because of personal things that are happening in my extended family. But still, it was nice. Leave some comments down below of other games that are like this, because I really did enjoy this one. So yeah, if there's some more that you know that are like this, definitely comment them below, and I will check them out. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and if you liked what you saw, you should definitely hit that like button. If you're new here, you should hit that subscribe button, and hopefully you'll join us again soon. Bye!